Hi Pisces, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. And this is your October horoscope for 2021. So just to recap, this is the year of the ancestor. Everybody's listening to their own universal beat. They're dedicated to walk that spiritual path that they're on. And they've walked through the birch trees to start that journey. And this year, you started out with the Knight of Stones and the horse, and coming out of 2020 is like, how can you push through, right? All that negativity and everything like that. And it's going to be slow moving energy for you in January, and possibly for this year, right? Because that's just the theme. All right. And then February was represented by the stag, and this brought justice into your world. Maybe you've seen some injustice, and there was justice coming at you. But the other piece of that is, you're defending your position in February. And as a result, in March, you were kind of set free. You're walking, you're taking on that aspect of the wanderer. You're starting a new journey that's out there. And you're walking across that rainbow bridge and taking a leap of faith, more or less. April, because you took that leap of faith, you're starting to transition moving forward. You possibly don't know where to go. Maybe that's transition in career or personal life, or with friends, right? In May, you had to make a decision with that Two of Bows. And that was, during that transition, maybe there's a decision that had to be made. And then the Page of Bows showed up, the Stoat. And he's asking you, who's offering you that opportunity during this transition over the last 3 months? Where's that opportunity, presenting itself? Pages are messengers. Pages, give out that message, and they relay it back and forth to the king, and different kings. But he also asks, how would things change if you engaged with it? The decision you made last month. So, you started the first half of the year out, with slow-moving energy, but, there was a transition going on, and you made the decision and you moved forward. July, you were looking at that life lessons card of the Archer. Are you staying true to your goals? Are you hitting the targets that you set up for yourself at the beginning of the year? August was represented by the Three of Arrows and jealousy, and I get the feeling with this card that people were jealous of you. All right, based on, you're in that transition, whether through career or whether it's, personal relationship or whatnot, right? You made that decision. You engaged with it based on what the Page of Bows talked about. And you kept your eyes on the goal, right? Your arrows are hitting that target, and people, are blessing you as a result. And then last month, it was that karmic reunion with somebody. Whether it's spiritual, or whether it's has the effect of getting back with old loves, old workers, old bosses, things of that nature. So let's see what October holds for you, Pisces. I'll do the same thing. I'll draw one card for the theme, and then 4 cards for each week to tie into those themes. And let's see what October has for you, Pisces. So your theme is going to be Three of Stones and creativity. Now, threes, are also about collaboration. So you may be collaborating with somebody. Now, if this is, say that's coming from September in the Six of Vessels, maybe that's that somebody could be an ancestor or a guide, right? A master, a spirit. Somebody who moved on to help give you that creativity. Now, this green woman has got her hand on both the Taurus, which is grounded energy, and the horse. And we already know that horse, that Knight of Stones, wants you to push through things, okay? So this is going to be a month that's going to be very grounded for you, okay? Grounded in, collaborating and creating, different things that are out there. Now, let me put this out there as well. The first 3 weeks of October has got that Mercury retrograde going on. So, you want to be aware of, whatever creative project that you're getting involved in. Okay, it's going to be one where it's going to be well grounded. okay? And you're going to have the aspect of, if you're collaborating with somebody, make sure that communication is true. Make sure it's direct, I should say. So let's talk about that first week in October for you, Pisces. The first week is going to be 8 of Arrows and struggle. And it doesn't surprise me with the Mercury retrograde. Communication is going to be a struggle. To me, this 8 of Arrows, 7 of Arrows is instability, right? And, if you're got some worry and some doubt, that's going to lead to this struggle. All right. Now, this person doesn't have any arrows. They're all broken, and she doesn't even have a bow, or he have a bow, right? He's just got a walking stick. And, there's going to be some struggle during this first week to get that creative project or whatever it is, creative communication, however you want to look at it, right? Even though you're well-grounded, you still got that beacon of hope to move you forward. All right, but it's going to be a struggle that first week. The Mercury retrograde is not going to, play well with a lot of people, depending on where it's in your chart. And, that's in Libra, and it's also a piece of, Libra is about harmony, and being harmonious with everybody else. So depending on how that, flows into your chart, it could be a struggle for you to create things during that first week of October, Pisces. Let's take a look at the second week and what that offers. 7 of Stones and healing. So 3 of Stones with the creativity, and then you've got the 7 of Stones in the second week. The healing aspect. In order to be creative, you have to be clear of thought. You have to open yourself up to physically heal, to mentally heal, to spiritually heal in the way you move forward. And, the way to do that is just, is to kick back and ask the universe to guide you, okay? It was a struggle during that first week. And the second week, as Mercury, starts to, finishes its retrograde, because it's over a 3-week period, it moves into reverse, and then, once it reaches its apex in reverse, it starts moving forward, a little bit before it goes direct. But there's going to be some healing involved in that. Okay, now stones is also, security and stability. And, the 7 of Stones is saying that if you're spiritually healed, if you're emotionally healed, you should have no problem creating whatever desire that you have out there. Right? So let's see what the third week has for you, Pisces. And that's represented by the Blasted Oak. So the second week here, you're healing, and then as Mercury starts to go forward and go to direct, you're going to have a life lesson show up. One that's going to show you that you are no longer bound to the constraints of that oak tree. That you are able to move forward, okay, free, okay, because you've healed yourself to the point where, you can let your spirit take over. You can let your soul take over. You don't have to worry about being bound and tied to the constraints of the world. And how does that relate to creativity, you say? Whatever happens in that third week, it's going to open you up to say, you know what? I can do this in a different form and fashion than what other people are used to doing. All right? You don't have to follow the Michelangelos and the Picassos of the world if you're painting. You don't have to follow, the writers that are out there, the philosophies that are out there. You can create your own philosophy. You can create your own way of writing, all right, a way of communicating, okay? You don't necessarily have to, do it to the way the world's doing things. You're free, and, your ego might take a brunt because you didn't realize, you could do it this way. But, it just opens you up to be more creative. That's how that Blasted Oak works with that 3 of Stones and creativity. And then the last week of October, Pisces, is represented by the hooded man. Here you know, the week before you've fallen off that tree and you realize you're free. Now it's time to kick back and contemplate. Look at the fears that you have within. All right, and contemplate, find that stillness, that peace, that serenity of how you're moving forward. Because when you can heal yourself, knowing that you've been through struggles, and now you're no longer tied up to the constraints of the world, you're able to see things a lot differently. You're able to talk to that page of arrows, that red, and gain knowledge and wisdom. You got the two beacons of hope there, with the eight of arrows, the struggle, and the hooded man. So you've got hope within this creative project that you can work on. You've got the strength of the staff. They're both leaning on a staff. This is okay. So this is bookended, right? This is the first week of the month, 8 of arrows, and then you got the hooded man at the end. They're both leaning on that staff to give them that knowledge and that wisdom, to give them that strength, you know, during these winter months, right? During this October month. All right, it gives you that strength and that hope to continue moving forward in that creative project that you have, to continue looking at different ways in whatever that creative project may be for you, whether it's writing or poetry or art or whatever, right? In communication. Using this Mercury retrograde to be creative for you as you move forward, Pisces. So there you have it. That is the your card of the month, the theme, the 3 of stones and creativity, Pisces. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share with others. And this is D for Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you in the month of November. Take care, God bless, and stay safe, everybody.